Hi, it's Thursday, and when Thursdays roll around, you can assume that something's gonna happen. Who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know. But tonight we have more Okami, just doing it. Having a good time with it. Aaron's back again, just the two of us, and that is A-okay. Anyway, we're gonna undeafen here. Undeafening in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Hello, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Who's ready for more Okami?
I'm ready.
Are
I'm
you
ready
ready?
for the dog.
Are y'all ready for this?
I'm not gonna do the banana. I don't want to annoy you.
I got a haircut. For those of you who were
Ooh,
like,
face cam time with the
"Wah,
haircut.
yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. Snake! Man, if I got a nickel for every time Voltage played a game with 5 letters that start with an O, I'd have 2 nickels. Okami and Omori. Very true, Snake. Very true. Yeah, I got a haircut like Wednesday morning. And so I no longer have hair that covers my bangs. In fact, it is so short that, like, you can see the fade right there. Look at that. Oh, look at it. Pretty epic. It's a good haircut. Really enjoyed it. Voltage VO now with 30% more forehead. That's true. That's true. Very, very observant of you, in fact. Ah, man. But all the same, last time we got some of the canine warriors, and I think this time we're gonna go get more of them in the Agata forest, if that sounds right. I need to go get pinwheels. Ah, I got a pinwheel. Yeah, I did. Here, have a pinwheel, my friend.
Thanks, Pooch.
Thanks, Poach. The Agater Forest. The Life Orb boosted forehead. Yeah, since you both are here, I can kind of talk about this a little bit. For those of you not following along, Cap 32.
Ooh.
Cap 32, they just had the ability poll, and Pixelate won. Pixelate. The ability that turns normal type moves into fairy type moves. So, Cap 32 is a fire fairy offensive pivot that has Pixelate for its primary ability with regards to how it operates. So it's probably going to get either E-Speed or Boom Burst, and that's going to be an interesting time, to be sure, as its main stab. Because, for those of you who don't know, Carabolt is the other cap that has an ability like that. Carabolt, moving that down a bit, Carabolt has Galvanize for its hidden ability, or its primary ability, besides Overgrow, because it's the grass starter. And so it has Overgrow, which really doesn't see much use, and Galvanize. So Carabolt gets Boom Burst. It didn't get Extreme Speed, though, because we were worried about Swords Dance Extreme Speed, and Swords Dance Quick Attack is, like, good as is, and people were really afraid of, like, Mega Pincer at the time. Like, Mega Pincer was still something sort of fresh in people's brains, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, that's the current Cap 32 news. Carabolt runs Double Edge, Horn Leech, Rapid Spin, Swords Dance most effectively now. That's true. At the start, when it first came out, though, it was using, like, SD Quick Attack sets. Because I don't remember... I don't think it had Rapid Spin at first, didn't it? Or maybe it did, I just don't remember. Either way, yeah, nowadays it doesn't do that. Before, it did. Hello. It's you again. Hey, have you seen my dog, Ume? He's always with me when I'm fishing. He disappeared while I wasn't looking. Oh, yeah, we gotta use the thing. The new power skill we got. Yeah.
Oh.
SD Return
yes.
Power Up Quick Attack was best in Gen 7. Yeah. So when it first was out in the wild. What is going on? Why is my attack not working the way I want? So yeah, that's the new cat biz. I think Pixelate will be all right. I think Pixelate makes for an interesting concept or an idea, just because the other options would be Magic Guard, which I was kind of a fan of. I didn't really post much during this ability stage, but I was fine with Pixelate winning. Magic Guard was the other option, so that way you wouldn't have to run boots, heavy-duty boots on it. But, what can you do? So yeah, that's Cap 32 news. This is Pod Cap, clearly.
Oh my god. I didn't realize this was PodCap happening right here. But I think that's pretty cool.
Whopper. Whopper swallowed Ume. Maybe I'll talk to that lady. Hold on, I'll read it again. I say it swallowed the moon, reflected on the water's surface. Oh, I know what this is. I remember that you get the ability to make it night eventually too. So yeah. Oh, so daisies. Agata Forest. We'll get to where we need to going. So yeah. Ugh, this section. Yeah, I've been told, Luke, that this section is definitely the least enjoyable part beyond, like, the fact that the intro takes forever. Hunting down the dogs is, long. Woo-wee! So, it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. I mean, like, I definitely probably stopped at the right point last night. Or, not last night, but last time.
Last week.
Stream. As it were. Where am I? I'm going the wrong way. Hello, monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey. Monkey. Right, and it's down in the space. It's down here, right? That's Ami's butt. Nope, it's over here.
If you were a monkey, what type of monkey would you want to
I'd be
be?
a silverback gorilla, which is not a monkey, actually. Wait, no, that is a monkey.
It's a primate. I mean, I was using the loose. I wasn't using the technical term.
I wasn't
monkey.
being very specific with my monkeys.
I wasn't going New World monkey, Old World monkey, primate.
I was just doing what felt right. I wasn't like worried about what monkey is the right monkey. I was just.
Yeah, I was just.
You're good.
Going by vibes.
What would you do? What monkey?
Which monkey?
Which monkey would you be? M-U-N-K-Y, monkey.
Monkey. That's the technical term.
Yes.
I did take a primates class in college, so I know this for a fact. M-U-N-K-E, that is the technical term.
Very true.
But, I'm trying to think.
Where is that
What kind of monkey would I want to be? Honestly, I feel like being a lemur would be pretty fun.
Lemurs would be cool. I have to admit, I am Zaboomafoo pilled when it comes to
Me too.
primates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deep Abyss.
Lemurs rock.
So how do I... Where's this spew? I have to talk to the lady, don't I?
Oh.
I gotta talk to the lady, don't I? Okay.
Talk to the lady.
You know how I am. I gotta talk to the ladies.
You're always talking to those ladies, you know?
Well, you know how.
Hey.
I have to maintain business practices. And only business practices. But anyway. Hello. I'm gonna feed you a bunch of herbs. Feed the deer. Feed the deer.
Feed the deer.
Currently pulling for a build like E-Speed Flare Blitz knockoff filler for physical. Not sure what to do on special other than Boom Burst. Yeah, I would do like... There's not really strong stab you can do for special that's normal type, but you could do like rapid spin plus 3 special attacks or something. I don't know. Anyway. Special, it's hard to do special when it comes to the 8 abilities. Because, like, where's that stupid little boy?
Where's that stupid, silly, stinky little boy?
Where's that little silly boy at? Hello, have you been fed? Let's feed you. I mean, we can technically spin on the wacky inflatable tube man. Yeah, that's true. Not that you would want to. Mr. String Cheese over here. Golden Go. Goldango, as I like to call him. I much prefer Goldango than Golden Go. I think Goldango is a lot more fun to say. snaky boys over here. BB, how far are you on your Pokédex? In Violet?
I still haven't completed it. What? Oh. Winnie just dragged the string over in her mouth. I'm sorry, Miss Win. I can't play. I gotta stream.
You can play with her. I can carry.
Can you? I say to the person who actually streams.
Yeah.
No, you can.
Yeah, I'm just on camera all the dang time. You know how it be.
Yeah. Let me scooch and get her, get Cat on call. Hey, Winnie!
Whopper. That lady who's visiting Hitoshio Spring. Where is Hitoshio Spring?
This one. Come here.
Hitoshio Spring. Where is that?
Oh, but to answer your question, I know I'm down to, like, less than 100 Pokemon left, but that's still a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
To complete my Pokedex, and I still have not found a single shiny, so I do need to complete the Pokedex so that I can get the shiny charm, or else I will be the only person to ever play Scarlet and Violet and not get a single shiny, and I can't live with that.
Aaron is developing a complex about that. Oh,
Every other person has a shiny in that game.
Giggles, like, found 3 somehow.
3!
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get
The
it.
memory of Voltage saying, I am not a clown into Aaron's mic just appeared in my head.
That was like almost 3 years ago now. 2 years ago, but still. Oh, it's Kushi. What's up, you sweetie? People say the water here has divine powers. We always miss it with the holy sake. Have you had sake?
I actually don't know if I've had sake before. I feel like I had it once. But I may have already been inebriated.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I don't remember if I, like, had a strong like or dislike towards it.
I had it, like, once when I was inebriated, so I don't really remember it that much myself.
That's fair. We'll have to get it again. We'll have to get it sometime. But also, Luke, like, that's exactly my point, is like, oh, even my brother found a shiny. Like, literally, everyone I know who has this game is like, oh yeah, I have shiny. Oh yeah, I found a shiny after, like, 5 hours. It's like, oh yeah, I wasn't even looking. They just, they just come up to me.
They just, like, appear out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what it is.
Like,
I'm just, like, a
really
statistical
easy.
anomaly. Look, I'm gonna be honest. After Heart Gold, I'm not soft resetting for, like, any more shinies. I did my time, and I'm done. I'm swearing off shiny hunting. It was a good try, but no more.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Everyone within a 2 degrees of separation of Aaron has found a shiny.
Seriously, though, I swear. It's ridiculous.
Now we just have to get it back to the village. Carry it home, but it must weigh a ton. Ooh, TF. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Not more suckers. These fucking fooligans.
Oh, no.
What is it? We'll beat this dude down. I also don't like alcohol. That's true. I don't drink that much alcohol these days. I've been very much not for it, you know? Like, it's just not that great. Like, Aaron's parents are coming over this weekend, and they asked, like, if they should bring any beer or anything, and I'm like, I thought to myself, like, I don't think we need any, because we already... Oh, it's fucking Susano.
No. Oh, come on.
Here I am just taking a walk, and look what I run into.
Not this guy. Ugh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really need any more of it. I mean, we have
we
some
still
Spotty
have
Cow from, like, the last time they came.
Yeah, we really don't need any more. And I appreciate them asking. Like, that's very nice, but they really... overestimating how much we drink.
They're from Wisconsin, so.
That is true. That is a good point. But the thing is, like, they don't even drink very much.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, well, our kids must.
Young people do.
Young people drink.
The Susano style sword of passion. Here I go. Quick time events.
Oh, boy.
That's okay, though. I like leave. I quite enjoy these because they're, like, not time intensive as much. And they're kind of cool.
That's true. They are cool. I agree. I do agree. And they're not like, do this combo of 8 different buttons within 3 seconds or
Yeah.
Kushi dies.
Basically. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And the thing just gets sawed straight in half. I found
That's
myself
epic.
drinking more than I have in the past, but then again, I was not interested in alcohol before I was 21, and I turned 21 in September of 2020. You're the same age as... Wait, no, you're a year older than my brother. Like, almost exactly, so... Yeah, more is relative. Yeah, and like, I'm gonna be real, I had my undergrad at the University of Wisconsin, like... A lot of drinking went on there.
Yeah.
Gonna be real. Are you hurt? I am not hurt. I am Susano. I knew it.
Dad joke.
I knew it all along. Things have been happening ever since then. First that boulder in Kamiki, then that battle with the bear, and now this. My sword is possessed by a strange power. You listen to me, O spirit who defiles my sword. I shall not be controlled by like some puppet. By the gods, I shall expose your nefarious scheme. Alright, Susano, I mean, like, if you want, I don't have to keep making you do stuff. Gross wolf spit. Gross wolf spit!
Wow.
The magnificent Isun takes offense. Why I oughta...
Why?
Huh? Where's Susano? Where did he go running off to?
I went back to my undergrad university last weekend for a big tradition we do in Texas, and I was off campus with some of my alum friends. How's it feel to be an alumnus? I drank a Coke with whiskey just a little too fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Snake. What are we hearing from Snake?
Uh-oh.
He's busy with other things. There's no need to bother him with this. Susano, be a fucking gentleman and carry the fucking thing.
Which one of you is gonna be a gentleman?
Which one of you is gonna be a gentleman? Sounds like that Kokari kid. Yeah, we could check that out, but I wanna dig up a clover. Whoa, the canine tracker. Basically, I felt the majority of the drink hit me all at once. You know, I get that.
I have definitely had that.
I've
happen.
definitely been like slamming down PBRs, minding my business, and then suddenly, oh no, I shouldn't slam this PBR anymore. And that was a no bueno situation, Reno. That's for dang sure.
That's for dang sure.
That's for dang sure.
Dang Sharino.
Dang Sharino.
Yeah, I definitely like drink in moderation now, and I learned pretty quickly that yeah, I do not like the feeling of like the drink hitting you and being super just like ooh, like I realized after a few bad experiences that oh yeah, that's not for me.
Wow. We gotta go fishing again.
So the world has only seen 3 drink Snake a couple times. Yeah.
Ah,
2 drinks I get sleepy. Oh my god,
that's
big fish.
fair.
And the
Oh.
dog's in the fish's mouth. Admittedly,
Oh,
I get
shit.
really sleepy when I drink alcohol these days.
You do,
I
yeah.
used to too, but I do still. Curse you, Whopper! I'm gonna catch you. All right, fishing minigame time.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, like I just don't care for it that much at this point. Like, I don't like the idea of closing my eyes and feeling the world spin, you know? Like, that just doesn't feel good to me. Like, the shaking and the quaking, and it's like, oh no. I feel that, and I instantly know that, like, the next day is gonna be hell on earth, basically, and I'm gonna get nothing done, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do it, so I enter, like, this existential dread phase when I'm drunk, too, which is, like, even worse, honestly. Like, it's even worse because then I'm sort of just, like, minding my own business, and it's like, oh, no!
Mamma mia.
The first time it was fun, yeah. Then it wasn't. Then it really wasn't. So, what can you do? Fishing time! Let's do... That's not it.
And I guess it can be kind of fun to, like, when it's like, oh, yep, I feel it hitting me, I'm having fun, and I'm feeling tipsy and feeling groovy.
Right. Like, to be tipsy is way more fun than to be wasted, in my humble, objective opinion.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking more so about times when, like, I don't know, I don't realize how drunk I am, and then I'm like, I don't know, let's say maybe I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and then as I'm, like, walking to the bathroom, or I, like, look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, uh-oh, Aaron.
Oh,
We're
no.
drunker than we thought we were. Oh, no!
Okay, to the tip. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Here we go. Come on. Oh, I had to go from tip to fish. Got it.
Ah.
This is a good fishing minigame, by the way. Very good fishing minigame. Do enjoy it. I got Goby!
Voltage approved fishing game.
Voltage approved fishing game. Big, big approval. Oh, I got a crab. Yeah. I like the feeling maybe of having a little fun with being tipsy, but like the more I realize it, like I just don't like being wasted. And that happens that happens a lot in undergrad.
Yes. Specifically I think too, like at our university and at like other similar universities, it is a big
culture.
It is a big culture. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good, but it exists and it is quite prevalent.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's the thing about American college drinking culture, is that it's just not normalized when you're, like, younger. So then it's like, it's like pulling a slingshot, right? Uh-oh, I'm going to get into tribal council metaphor mode now. American drinking
do you want me to
culture.
be your Jeff and be like, wow.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what it's like.
So, but here's the thing, though. American drinking culture when you get to college is like a slingshot. If you don't loosen it as you're getting through high school, then what's going to happen is once you get to college, you're going to release that slingshot and you're just going to go off the wall and you're going to bounce around and just destroy everything. All that potential energy you've built up from high school and younger of just not experiencing what it means to be really drunk or even like kind of drunk is going to be really, really bad for you. And in my humble objective opinion, it's important to expose kids to alcohol at like 15 or 16 and obviously not get them wasted, but let them try it, experience it, see how they feel so that they know what they're up against when they go to this, and have them realize that alcohol is not just something that gets them wasted. It's something that like can be done in moderation and in a tasteful way. That's my stance on alcohol. And like, I would, here's my opinion. I would honestly, provided it's okay with the law and whatnot, I would let my kid have a beer at like 16 for the sake of like trying it, so they can understand that this doesn't taste what you think it tastes like, and it doesn't taste good, and you're not gonna like it. And Mom did that with me with rum. So.
Good job. Good job, Voltage's mom.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Frozen Yorkie.
Thanks, Frozen Yorkie.
How could I fish again? What about Ume?
Aw,
He's never coming back. Oh, yeah.
That's not true.
Oh, boy, the crybaby's back. Don't worry, after all, you...
What?
But yeah, I think I maybe mentioned this, but the University of Wisconsin, where I went to undergrad, where we both went to undergrad, was the #1 party school in America at the time. And so, like, the fall I was entering it, and my parents saw that, and they're like, oh boy. And I told them, Mom, Dad, can I use tonight to just get very drunk with you all so I can see what it feels like, so I know what I'm getting into. Luke, thank you so much for subscribing at 30 months. Wait, I guess this is a thing,
my
too.
God.
Thank you so much for 30 months. 30 months.
Holy crap.
Holy baloney. I gotta put this behind the alert box so that the alert box is top. Is king. Look, another constellation. Oh, I goofed. That's the first constellation I messed up. How about that? Oh, it's the moon rabbit. The rabbit in the moon.
Yo!
It's,
Usagi Tsukino,
Yeah,
what are you doing
it's
here, girl?
Usagami. It's Usagami,
Usagami.
probably. Don't touch my fucking mochi.
Don't touch it. I see you drooling.
I see you drooling. Yumigami. Dang it.
Yumigami. Okay, okay.
After your departure, I hid myself within the moon's reflection.
Consumed by a fish, I patiently waited this day in its belly. Now that a glimmer of hope has returned, I have returned. I, Yumigami, god of the moon, cover the earth in pale moonlight. Use this light in conjunction with your own perilous journey. So yeah, I don't think that I need to drink to be happy and fun and happy-go-lucky and a good people person. That said, in a social setting, when it pays to have something in your hand at all times, that way, like, you can gesture and pontificate and not be like, I don't know what I do with my hands at a bar,
Yeah.
It's useful to have, like, something that lasts. I'm going to a student conference next week, so there won't be Okami next week. And there's going to be a lot of alcohol going around there, and I'm probably not going to drink nearly as much as I once would have.
Yeah.
So, the moon! Now I have the power to turn day into night. So, it'll be good. I'll be driving too, so, like, I can drive people to and from places, and I think that'll be helpful and effective and useful. We got the dog! It's Ome! I knew it would spitting me. So with the part getting into my details, I remember coordinating part of the aforementioned tradition last year. To stay really late, finishing up stuff for the big day. I got to sleep an hour tops before it's time to drink a White Claw. That one White Claw was very much enough. Well, I'm glad that you know your limit, and you're willing to stay within it.
Yes.
Because, there are some people, myself included, who, were not always the most responsible, or are not always the most responsible. And they make dumb decisions sometimes, but what matters is that not bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
My former comrades, it emanates from your body. There were some responsible people and people who
Were
were
some
not
people who were not the
responsible.
most. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. I just saved you from a
Yeah,
fucking
that'll
big
happen.
fish. Jin.
What the? What the heck?
Whatever. Ready? 3.
What's a king to a god?
What's a god to a non-believer?
Whoa, Snake, you were double fisting at the function? And by double fisting, I mean holding 2 megaphones?
Let's go. Dang it. Hang on. I'm gonna make a bomb. Are you fucking pissing on me? You little bitch? You little fucker? You little stinky little doo-doo slunk? You lunkhead? You longo? I'm gonna beat the tar out of you, you fucking pup. These pups are no good. I ought to kill the pups, don't you know?
Do you think PETA ever, like,
Had
made a
problem.
statement against this game? 'Cause
Maybe.
They're like, it's animal
Oh,
abuse.
Rashawn, thank you so much for raiding with a party of 5.
Yo!
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Voltage. We're playing Okami. We just beat up a dog. You know how it goes in this wacky world of mine. We're
Yeah.
playing Okami. I don't have a raid message, but howdy. Well, thank you so much for the raid. I'm Voltage. I'm a voice actor, streamer, grad student, PhD, a silly little ghoul. This is Erin is joining me. She's my partner in crime, among
Yes.
other things.
Among other things. Hello.
We are playing Okami. I've never played it before. It's a story-based game, so we're still very early in it. I would say we're still easily in, like, we're probably a third, maybe at most. We're approaching maybe even a quarter of a way through the game, so it's a while. I shall spend the rest of my years here under Ume. I know the dog from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, Ami is cool.
Yeah.
She's epic. Wow, that was some fight. Oh yeah. So now,
Yeah, Ari was holding a gun to Voltage's head to play it, I believe.
I told her that I was playing Okami, and she was like, and so, you know how she is. You know how she's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know. So that's how we're that's what we're doing tonight. We gotta go back to Sumiki Village to do the thing. Precious Woofer. Yeah. I mean, she's just like that. She's very what's the word? Expressive. She's very expressive when it comes to things she likes and enjoys. And there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, that's a very good thing to be. But it makes it kind of fun to just be like, haha, look at her. She likes the volleyball boy. So,
That's right, that's right.
yeah. But this game's quite fun. And, like, it's not too hard, which I appreciate. It's, like, fairly straightforward in what you're doing. And, like, I like the combat, so I really can't complain. What were you playing, Rashawn? Playing anything fun? Ooh.
And Snake, I love that that photo was used for a rants and rave slide for dorm government all of the current school year.
Oh my god.
That's kind of iconic. No, dare I say it is.
That's super iconic. Are you kidding? I love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. Okay. How do I get back to Shinshu Field? Let's go to... Okay, fight time.
Oh. No time to think. Only time to fight.
Okami Amaterasu only has time to fight, not think. She's a silly dog in that regard. Oh boy. And then we just power slash and go to town. It didn't dox. If it didn't dox my appearance, I'd totally share. Yeah, I mean, only share what you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Obviously, like
Yeah.
it's
No
taken me
worries.
fucking 3-ish years to like regularly stream with webcam, and that's only because I'm trying to get cast on Survivor.
Survivor.
That's the only reason.
It really is.
That and I like to be consistent with, like, if I use webcam for one game, I should use it for the whole game, rather than, like, only for one bit and not the other. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, I respect that.
It's a matter of consistency. I feel that it's important to be consistent and authentic in all parts of life, and, you know, it doesn't hurt to, you know, show off how expressive I can be sometimes.
Yeah. All the funny faces you make.
Yeah, all the inappropriate stories I tell now have a face to them. Amori with webcam was very fun. Amori webcam was, like, a time, though, because, like, I don't like jump scares. I can do horror in, like, various forms, but I just don't like jump scares. I think jump scares are, frankly, a lazy form of horror, and it's cheap. Like, I feel cheated. I don't feel like I've been really scared, you know? I feel about it. Where the fuck do I go? Where's the exit of this stupid place? I must know. I got a traveler's charm. Ooh, it increases my godhood. That's useful. I'm gonna do that. Temporarily enjoy infinite ink. The justice orb, the duty orb, the canine tractor. Okay. Where is this exit that I'm seeking? It is to... I'll find it. The Kit Kat clip, though? Dude, I don't like being I was like, I don't know what this is, and it kills me, and that scares me. I mean, like, that should scare everyone. When you're being chased by some ethereal being that just doesn't make sense, like, of course you would be scared of that.
No, that's true. That is spooky.
Like, that's why I don't like the movie Skinamarink. I'm not gonna watch the movie Skinamarink, because that shit's horrifying. That shit's really scary. Like, Skinamarink, bro. For those of you who don't know, Skinamarink is
I don't know.
Skinamarink is an analog horror movie that was made, I think, this year or last year. And it's set from the perspective of, like, a child at night. And you know how, when you're a kid, night and the dark and, like, hallways and everything, like, that scares you. That is horrifying. That is terrifying because you feel alone and isolated in every corner, and every shadow feels like there's something lurking just behind it, right? Skinamarink is a movie that takes that fear to great effect by, like, making it real in that sense. So, like, there's a part in the movie where, like, the room just turns upside down, or, like, all the mirrors, or not the mirrors, all the windows and doors just vanish, you know? And, like, you know, it's not like that's necessarily scary, but it's still very, like, unsettling, unnerving.
Yeah.
And it's genuinely a weird thing. And, like, there's a scene with, you know, the toy telephone that has the face on it? Like, the telephone on wheels that has a face?
Oh, yeah.
It's like an old... Yeah. They did a thing where the face... They manipulated the face when the lights are off, and then when the lights turn on, it reverts back to normal. But when the lights are off, it's like the eyes get bigger and the grin gets a little wider, just a little bit, to enough to where it's unsettling.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like, boy, I fucking hate this. So, that movie, not ideal. And, like, apparently I think there's someone with a face, just doesn't have a face at one point. Oh, that's the wrong button. So, yeah. What's the game, Snake? Tell me the scary game. Boy, I fucking hate this.
Oh, wait. It's...
You missed the H.
I missed the H. Oh, no.
Give me a sign. Give me the sign. Suta Ruins, Tataka Pass. Where is the exit of Agata Forest?
Am
I daft?
Punk? No, just daft. JK,
Rolling.
I
Is it transphobe?
Yeah.
Okay, two
Porta
quiche
Boy
dos-
Plus. Hmm.
Porta Boy Plus. See, if it's one of those like, oh, look at it, it's Baldi's Basics, where you think it's gonna be totally normal and then it gets unsettling, like that, whatever. That's whatever, man. I don't really have that strong of an opinion. Oh, there. That's probably what it is. I ran past it twice. Like, if it's like Baldi's Basics, where it's like, oh, it starts out completely normal and then, oh no, it gets scary because it's of that. Like, I don't really find that scary as much as it is like, it's like, it starts out normal. Okay, analog horror done right is great. Analog horror done, like, campy is just really, ugh. Like, Local 58, I like Local 58 for the most part. And I really like, it's like not Jupiter Media. It's like something that uses a planet, I want to say. I don't remember what it's called, though. But it's like, it's something media. And it's like, Gemini Home Entertainment. That's what it is. Thank you. Gemini. It was like astrological.
Oh, gotcha.
What do you mean the warthogs like seeds? Yeah, I'm thinking of Gemini. Yeah, Gemini Home Entertainment's pretty good. I especially like Don't Look at the Moon. I think that one is like, oh, it's super Junji Ito. I think some of their stuff's a little cheesy sometimes, but like for the most part, I enjoy Gemini Home Entertainment and Local 58. I really like the Local 58 Don't Look at the Moon stuff in particular. Like, those are quite fun and definitely unnerving. Like, the 3 a.m. like that kind of stuff, that is, you know, the stuff where you fall asleep and then wake up and it's 2 a.m. and the, like, local TV is on and suddenly there's an emergency broadcast. Like, that shit's unsettling because you just know that they do that and whatever. I really like the one where it's the national anthem one, where it's like the patriotism one, where it's like, fucking, the aliens have invaded, kill yourself to show patriotism for your country. Our enemies will never have us alive. Like that kind of stuff. Because you know that was definitely... Here's my tinfoil hat mode. I think that the US government probably had, like, something like that prepared during the Cold War, where it's like, nuclear war has begun.
Ugh.
Kill yourself to spare yourself from death and destruction that awaits. Porta Boy Plus is unabashedly, oh boy, it looks cute on the surface, but it's bad once you dig in. Like, I don't... Bait and switch games, there's so many of those now. Because they got really popular with, like, Five Nights at Freddy's and Doki Doki Literature Club. And Five Nights at Freddy's wasn't even really a bait and switch game, but, like, I definitely feel like the bait and switch game is so... It's very... I don't want to say played out, because I do think that there's opportunities for it to be, like, a thing. But, like, Poppy's Playtime is, like, one of those things where it's like, okay, it's a kid's thing that is, by the way, there's a big fucking scary running animatronic jump scare. Hope you're ready. Like, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
It's good. I'm not gonna deny that, like, the first episode of Poppy's Playtime isn't bad. It's actually quite good. I think that, like, the mundanity of it all, only to have the giant fucking blue thing come and chase you, is, like, a good twist. It's when it starts getting into, like, haha, we have lore, and we have things too. Five Nights at Freddy's has lore. William Afton, anyone remember him? Like, that's when it starts to get a little, like...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm feeling?
I get what you're saying, for sure.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had like I did have a phase where I watched like playthroughs of other people playing horror games, but
Was
I've
that your
always been too
Marky
much of
Moo
a
era?
scaredy. No, I actually never had a Marky Moo era, which is kind of surprising
Given your old roommate.
given the fact I was just gonna say, but my roommate,
Marky
my
Moo.
random, well, she wasn't entirely random, but my roommate freshman year ended up being a big
Marky Moo
Markiplier
fan.
fan.
Everybody,
Yes.
welcome.
It's fine.
Hello,
There's,
everybody.
you
Welcome
know,
back to Markiplier.
there's certainly worse things that you could be a fan of.
Markiplier. My name is Markiplier. I am Mark.
I play
I
games
play video games.
and I make jokes
I make jokes and I say the bite of 87.
and I wear glasses.
Hello, everybody. It's Markiplier here.
No, but I watched playthroughs of some of the Resident Evil games, which I guess I don't know if those fully count as like horror.
Resident Evil games absolutely
I
count
would
as
say
horror.
yeah,
Those are
they
like
are, they
horror
are.
thriller stuff.
Yeah, I guess like I was thinking more like the thriller, but you're right. They do also have the horror element. Because I was also gonna say Silent Hill. I watched playthroughs for a couple different Silent Hill games, and
Yeah.
New drawing, Paul. Where did that come from?
Yeah. I smash every Pokemon because I am Markiplier. It can, yeah. Basically. And I think it does stuff that Voltage would especially not. I don't like jump scares. Like, I'm a fucking screepy, greepy, scaredy cat.
that's true. Sometimes I accidentally jump scare you like
You
in
jump
our
scared
own
me
home.
yesterday.
Yeah. Not intentionally, just by you not knowing I was in the apartment.
Yeah, okay, so
And
get
then
this,
I walked
get this,
out and
right?
was like, hey.
No. So I was like, I drive home and I look for Erin's car when I come home to like see if she's home or not. Because if she's not home, then like, okay, I go get the mail. And I didn't see her car coming in. So I was like, I will go in and take off my boots and everything. There's no mail. And then I get in, I open the door, I make sure Winnie doesn't get out. And and I take off my boots, I put my jacket off, or I'm taking my jacket off. And, like, I look in and, you know, the lights are off the way that, like, they normally would be when I come home. And then, literally, Erin just steps into frame. And she goes, hey! And I go, ah!
Step into frame. You mean step into your
I mean, basically.
your view, your field of vision? I guess that is every human's own, yeah. But yeah, I didn't mean to jump scare you. And
It's
to
okay.
be fair, I had only gotten home slightly before you.
Yeah.
So I hadn't turned on all the lights and yeah. Or a lot of times too, you'll be like sitting at your desk like working on something and really like into it.
Yeah.
Literal white woman jump scare. Yeah. Can you imagine anything more frightening? I do feel bad. Cuz
I can't believe I got white woman jump scared by my own girlfriend.
by your own girlfriend. Yeah, you kind of did it to yourself, not gonna lie. Nah, but,
Yeah, true, I could be... there could also be not a white woman in my life. But I'm pretty pleased with, you, to put it
I'm
very,
a
very
pretty
mildly.
okay white woman
Yeah, you
as
could be...
far as they
you
go.
could be much worse.
Aw, thanks. Thanks, babe.
We have our ways of telling each other we like each other very much. I tell Erin, yeah, you could be a lot worse.
Could certainly be worse.
Could be much worse. I have You are going to get slashed! Digging up all the turnips. I feel bad, like... Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Wait, did I lose it? Oh my god, I lost it!
Lost it.
Fucking dumb.
Uh-oh. That sucks.
Fucking take my L over here. All right, well, let's try this again. Once more with feeling. Go Wolves, by the way. I really hope the Wolves win tonight and make the play-in for the tournament for the NBA.
Hope so too.
I mean, the
even though I'm mainly rooting for the Bucks, but
I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't
Bucks
go
are
wrong
doing
with the
well.
Bucks. The Bucks are so fucking good.
the Bucks had their bad years, okay?
Oh,
we
totally.
had plenty of them. We deserve this.
You absolutely do. Like, the city of Milwaukee deserves every little good thing that Giannis Antetokounmpo has brought to the city of Milwaukee.
Yes.
Wasn't he like, doesn't he eat like a fuck ton of Chick-fil-A? Is that what it is?
I think there was something about him, like, after a game, just going to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru and ordering, like, a ton of, I guess, like, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that's what I
maybe
remember.
sandwiches. Yeah.
That's what I remember as well. No, I got
But yes,
one
we
more.
are rooting for the Timberwolves tonight.
I think they play tonight, right? They should be. It's either tonight or tomorrow.
Admittedly, I don't keep up with basketball all the time,
That's okay. I don't either.
but
Aha! I offered the oddly shaped turnip. Oh, it looks like a woman's lower half.
Oh. Well, I don't think that was intentional.
I think it was absolutely intentional.
Oh, they don't play again until this Saturday.
Oh, they don't? Okay, great.
But
Great.
we'll send them good vibes.
Good vibes all around.
Playing the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, did they win? Hold on. Let me have a look at this. NBA playoff.
Let me get a look at this.
I believe
me put
you,
my glasses
but I want
on.
to see for certain the play-in tournament.
Soitin.
No, they played the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Wait, who are you talking about right
The
now?
Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Dire Wolves,
Well,
because you have the Dire Wolves sweatshirt.
Yeah, I got the Direwolves on there.
Then what the hell am I looking at at ESPN.com?
That's probably-
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Who are they playing? Who'd you say?
Who are they?
Who'd you say they were
Who?
playing?
San Antonio Spurs. They play on Saturday at 4 p.m. Tickets as low as $36. What are you looking at?
Maybe that's regular season still? I don't know. Because the play-in tournament happens, when is the play-in? Play-in starts on the 11th, so they still probably have the regular season. Oh, this is the playoff picture. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know what you're looking at, but ooh, sport ball.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. You remind me of a certain statue. Is that the canine tracker?
Oh, I love to say, "Hey, I'm walking here."
Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, sport ball.
I also love to use just like super white person phrases and insults. Like, I saw someone on TikTok who's like, honestly, like, white people don't need to co-opt like AAVE. Like, they don't need to co-opt other people's terminology, because have you ever heard a white person say, "Oh, brother," like that shit hits.
Like,
That really, a good "oh, brother," or like "geez Louise."
yeah. Like,
Oof.
admittedly,
That's powerful.
admittedly, this is just as an example. Like, it's not, or I'm not even gonna do this. Like, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm basically saying, like, I'm a white guy, and like I sound like a white guy, and I am a white guy, and it doesn't make sense for me to not sound like me, you know? Rashawn uses heck. I even use bless your heart. Like,
Bless your
I'm
heart.
a
Another really
Midwestern-
good. That's a really
Yeah,
good one.
I'm also Southern, so you got me that one. Yeah, I'm a Midwestern white guy. Like, my English vernacular is like, oh man, oh jeez, oh boy, ah man, oh boy,
Yeah.
ooh-wee. Like,
Yeah, we make a lot of fun noises.
like I've even heard people say like golly, but like I'm not
yeah,
a golly
yeah.
type of person. I'm not like one of them. But I definitely I definitely know a lot of people who are, you know, they try, they'll be like, oh man, I definitely was gonna go like around there and blah 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 blah, but oh shit, that's a bomb. But
Voltage soundboard win.
this is the soundboard.
That could be good.
Look, for better or for worse, I sound like a Midwestern white boy, which is what I am, so I think I'm living my most authentic self. I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. I wouldn't pretend to be anyone I'm not. You know, like, there comes a time when, like, it might be necessary for me to do a southern accent. And, like, when I do that, I could, oh, you fucker, you pissing on me? You dickbag fuck shit.
So rude.
Yeah. Like, there is no reason why I should be using the word finna. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh my god. And, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, I know that it's analogous with the, like, going to. And, like, it's not like I've never talked to a person of color before. It's not ever like I've ever spoken to anyone who uses African-American vernacular English before. But, like, I don't need to use it. That's not for me to use. And, you know, like, I know what it means. It doesn't mean I have to use it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you're a nice Midwestern boy, and I don't know why I would say Midwestern boy in this accent.
I'm a good
but, like,
Midwestern boy.
You have, you know, you have the vernacular of a Minnesotan, and, you know, of a white Minnesotan, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I am a white Minnesotan. Aw, this isn't the real Canine Warrior, but he's the replacement. He's doing the thing. Drink water. Hey, Torin.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, Torin.
Welcome home.
But yeah,
How we doing?
all that to say,
We just beat up a dog.
I've been saying "oh brother" a lot lately. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah,
I don't
I've
know
noticed
why,
that.
but there's just something about it. It just feels right.
Yeah, we're talking about linguistics and how because we are white people, we just use white language and terminology and whatnot. Also, Torin made these sick emotes for Trav's stream.
Yo,
they're fucking incredible.
That's amazing.
They're gnarly. They're so good.
That rocks.
So yeah, we're talking about how like I'm a silly little Midwestern white boy who understands what certain things mean,
just, like,
but like you're not gonna
and
hear
everyone
me
has
like
different...
say on fleek because like why?
Yeah.
Like,
Did you see? I know you're not on TikTok, but did you see? There was like a white girl on TikTok who used finna and like used it completely wrong, of course, and just everybody just like has been making fun of her because
as they should.
She's talking about like a Harry Styles concert or something, and she's like, it's just, I'm finna be in the pit. And she says it, it's like, oh my god, girl.
Get a
why?
load of this girl.
Get a load of this girl.
Like,
but I
saw.
I don't know,
I
I'm not one
did see a
to...
TikTok where like a teenage white girl used like child, like, and I was just like, oh man,
yeah.
like that's not good. So I just sort of like moved past that one real fast. But like she was getting rightfully
like,
roasted.
Yeah.
So
But like, I don't know. I know at the end of the day, everybody has their own like. I think linguistics are really interesting. Like, linguistics are fascinating to me. I was an English major. I did not go the linguistics route or the linguistics track, but we still had to take a course on it, and it's really cool how much variety within a language and within a country we have in terms of the way people speak, like the terminology they use, how that terminology came to be. Like, it's super cool.
She is going to.
Or
get
I'm
canceled.
just. Yeah.
Here's another interesting thing. There's a shit
Yeah.
poster on Smogoff who is they made an account that's called I hate the letter K. Like, and their entire bit with that account is just shitting on words with K in them, and how like
Really?
we don't need the letter K when we have a C, you know? And I was like, ah, that's funny and interesting.
Yeah.
How about that? And then like, but you know, like I don't know. It's just got me like thinking. Like I don't have a strong take on it one way or another. Like, who gives a shit if we have the letter K or not? Like,
Yeah. No, it is interesting though, like which letters have stayed in the English language and which ones were dropped.
yeah. Like the
Well,
ooh,
maybe it's not. Maybe it's just interesting to me because
You're an English
I'm
major.
a nerd
you're an English
yeah.
major.
and an English major. Yeah, that also.
An English major.
And I come from a very small portion of the world that calls a water fountain or drinking fountain a bubbler. So
yeah.
I just
The
think
silly
it's
goose,
neat.
silly goose land.
If that's silly goose land, then I don't want to be a serious goose.
Dropped a video in videos. Let's have a look. Oh, the video ends when I use the letter with an E in it.
Oh yeah.
I can't do that. That is difficult. Such difficulty. Cannot. What's a word I can apply in this? It is not. It is hard to do. I am
I
sorry in
Won't
this situation.
try to do that. S-
How can
I know
you
I
be-
would fail.
How can you be?
Uh,
Shit! So, yeah, that's not easy. I'm giving up. I'm giving up! No, you're not going underground, Buster.
Man, Trav's new emotes rock.
They do rock.
I voted on the latest poll. I did not vote for this image of Trav's dog, but I do love it.
I voted for the shaking the head one, because I thought that one was fucking
That's a
hilarious.
good one. That's a good one.
Options 3 and 4 were by far my favorite. Yo! Almost makes me want to have more emotes, but I don't have any good ones right now, and I'm okay with the emotes I
fair.
have right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not
don't
been
just
any
do 'em
like
to do
good
'em.
stream bits that are worth an emote. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
modable. Mm-hmm.
Modable, yeah.
Modable.
Hey yo, this shit ain't modable, dude. Oh man, alright, shop. Yes, let's do some shopping.
Oh, okay though.
Rely upon shop.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
So thinking about like my linguistics course and my majors in general made me wonder, what did you have a favorite class in your majors? Like what was your favorite course to take? In either major or both. Or you can say, no, I'm a STEM person. Every class was miserable, but I pushed through it.
I mean, like, I kind of had to like courses related to radiation sciences, right? Like,
Right, I would hope, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You kind
I-
of have to like it to
I don't
get to
think
that point.
like when people talk about, oh man, I loved this course so much it influenced like everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
You don't have one of those.
I don't have a class that I was like so passionate about that I was like, this is fucking everything. This is my life. You know, like I didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I mean, I enjoyed classes where I learned about radiation and like dosimetry and how we detect and measure radiation. I thought those were incredibly interesting and enough where I would want to study them for another 5 years. But, like, I can tell you I didn't like reactor physics. I hated reactor physics. It was stupid and dumb and annoying. Because of, like, it just didn't click with me, and I was not a very good student, and I didn't really go to office hours when I should have, and when I did, it wasn't to, like, understand the fundamentals. It was explicitly to just understand the homework better. You know, like, I went to office hours not to try to understand, but to complete. And that's not how you do it, you know? Like, you go to office hours to understand, to, like, clear up confusion. And my confusion was not from, like, oh, I don't understand the concept. I didn't understand the concept, but instead of trying to understand the concept, I was like, I need to solve this homework. So, that's kind of, That was, like, why I really did not like reactor physics. And, like, that's just a me thing. Like, if you like reactor physics, we need people to do that work. I really liked the radiation measurement lab because I liked the idea of, like, counting radiation and understanding it and, like, where does it come from? How does it affect us? What are we using it for? So, yeah, the applications of radiation were far more interesting to me than the applications of fission.
You know what? That is fair.
You bet your keister it's fair.
To each their own.
Yeah, so I don't really have one that was in my, like, realm of stuff that I liked. I guess, like, I tolerated almost all of my education. And I think that's an okay way to do it, you know? Like, I enjoyed it enough to, like, stay with it the whole time. And I didn't feel like I was never in the right spot. And I think that's what's most important. I definitely would have felt that way had I majored in math. Because I am not a pure math person. I need something to hold. I need something that can lock me down, you know what I'm saying? Like, pure math, you get so abstract in, like, spaces and, like, fucking topographies and topologies and transformations and vector spaces. And I was just like, how do I use this? And it's like, and they couldn't give me an answer. And I mean, like, you do use it for some things. I'm not going to deny that. Like, you use topology for physics a ton of the time. And there's that. But, like, you know, I was like, whatever, man. Chemistry is stupid because I can't see it. My brother is really good at chemistry, and I'm shit at chemistry. So, like, I was, like, totally okay. Like, dude, if you like organic chemistry, go for it. Like, just go for it.
More power to you.
He likes chemistry.
If you just heard my keyboard clicking, that was actually Winnie walking across the keyboard. Just dropping in for a little kitty cat ASMR. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Winnie.
Thanks, Winnie. Very cool.
Do you think people do, like, NPR ASMR?
Probably, yeah. I bet you could. I'm Aubrey Cornish, and now the news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Voltage. President Trump today was indicted on 34 felonies, including not picking his food off the ground in time. Oh shit, I butchered that joke. Let me try that one again.
Take two. We're good.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Voltage VO. President Trump was indicted on 34 counts of a felony today, including the most important one, violating the 5-second rule.
That was good. I like that.
Sources say that President Trump could be facing up to 136 years in prison. Aaron with more.
Yes, I am standing outside of the courthouse in New York. Just a few hours ago, Donald Trump left the building, and we did actually witness him create sort of a 35th count for himself as he dropped his chips on the ground. They did scatter, and I did watch as he scooped them up and put them back into his bag and continued to eat. We will be staying here at the scene to continue reporting updates, but this is looking very bad for the former president.
And Aaron, would you say as well that in addition to these these felonies, these indictments, the other ones including picking his nose and eating his boogers, how does this compare to previous crimes like the Watergate scandal with Nixon, for example?
Right. So it is difficult to compare these situations. We really have never seen someone just in the presidential position do something on this level. I would say this, particularly the booger eating count that he was in fact charged on, I believe that might be an event that someday surpasses the Watergate scandal. I think that we will have to wait and see in the days to come, but it does seem very likely that this scandal and these crimes will have an effect on our nation for many years to come.
All right.
Also, his farts are disgusting.
Aaron,
back to you.
Aaron at the scene, thank you so much. Other sources are indicating that President Biden today was seen slipping down a flight of stairs, though there is also the report that this may have been an AI video. He was also muttering something about an S-tier Sonic Adventure 2 and F-tier Sonic Forces. We will continue updating the story as we obtain more information.
And on today's Pop Culture Happy Hour, we speak with Chris Pratt, star of the new Mario movie. He talks about Christianity, being named Chris in Hollywood, and how to butcher Mario's voice.
Hey everyone, it's me, Chris Pratt. I'm the voice of Mario in the Mario movie. I love Mario, actually. He was my favorite video game hero to play as in my youth. I loved jumping on Goombas and Koopas, especially the green ones, the ones that walked off the sides. That's me, Chris Pratt. And yeah, I'm so excited to be Mario in the Mario movie and in the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. When the Super Smash Bros. Movie comes along, I will be Mario. Don't you worry. All of your internet videos of Smash Machinimas, there will be a movie of that one day. And I will be Mario. Wahoo! Let's-a go. Mamma mia. It's a stone, Luigi. See, I do him great. It's great. Yeah.
You do. Wow, you do. I was just gonna do a bit where, like, I pretend that this is like a This American Life episode, and we're like in the life of a streamer.
Yeah. From NPR News in Chicago, and from WBEZ in Chicago, it's This American Life. I'm Voltage, sitting in for Ira Glass. When it comes to understanding how we create entertainment in the 2020s, it's often really interesting to peer into the lives of others. We often see this with reality TV. We see this with movies and biopics. And we see it with the rise of streamers on Twitch.tv. We understand that this is how a lot of youths today, a lot of people, get their entertainment. And it's really interesting to me that there are so many people out there who just love watching Twitch streamers on Twitch.tv. And so, Ben Calhoun, producer of our show, what do you have to say about Twitch.tv? Actually, oh, sorry, not Ben. Nancy Updike, producer on our show. What do you have to say about Twitch.tv streams?
You know, I didn't know what they were a couple years ago, but I came downstairs one day and I saw my 12-year-old son watching somebody. Oh gosh, what was? Oh, Germa was the name. And I had no idea what this was, but
Yeah, do we have a clip of
I
that, don't we?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we
let's
do.
roll that clip. Now, chat, what is this? What is that in the back? You're saying I'm zerking off? No, he's not zerking off. I'm not zerking off. I was like, you say I'm zerking off? What are you talking about? Chat, what are you talking about? You telling me I'm gonna zerk off? Oh, he's gonna zerk off. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna zerk off. How dare you, chat? Oh, he's totally zerking off. No, how dare you? How dare you, chat? How dare you? That's quite a clip, isn't it? And your 12-year-old
Yeah.
child was watching that?
Yeah, he
That's
was.
crazy.
He was. And you know what? At first, I was thinking to myself, is this appropriate for my child to be watching? Maybe Google's not doing a good enough job of sort of filtering things out with my child mode. I don't know. But you know what? Before I knew it, I found myself standing behind my son watching
along.
this stream, this what do you call it? A river, a creek? No, a stream.
That's
But
and
no, it really really grabbed me.
that's so fascinating. Act 1 of our show is going to be discussing what it means to be a streamer with Germa985, who
Germa on This American Life. Oh my gosh.
who
Okay.
set up a baseball game in Kansas and got hundreds of thousands of viewers watching a baseball game. That's absolutely crazy to me. That's so crazy to me. Act 2 on our show, we talk with Voltage VO, a relatively unknown streamer who, beyond working on his PhD, is also a streamer, and what he gets from streaming. In Act 3, we talk to the people who watch streams. We ask them, why? What are they getting out of this? It's This American Life. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Okay, we can stop now. I'm
we can
sorry.
Stop this bit now.
I kept this going for
No, it
way
was a good
too
bit.
long.
It was a good bit. Germa on This American Life.
Like I would actually love to see that. And you know what? I'd probably eat up that episode.
They'd have like critical on This American Life. It's like, and you'd fit right
Oh
in
my
with the
God.
vocal fry. It's like, hey guys, it's critical.
Hey guys.
No,
Yeah.
What is I don't know what I walked in on, but good bit. Thank you, Unstoppable.
Thank you, and
were-
also I'm sorry that you walked into
Look,
that.
we have fun here. The
We do have
Crimson
fun
Helm
here.
is the next boss, by the way.
Ooh, I'm gonna quick go grab a banana. I'm getting a
Sounds
little
good.
hungry. I
Sounds
will be
good.
right back.
No worries, no worries. I can entertain chat with my silly little bits. Honestly, like, that's the thing. Improv is fun. Improv's a good time. I do realize I have not been, like, reading the stuff as it's happening, but I have been following along with the plot, don't you worry. The Crimson Helm is a terrible foe. Now that she's gone, we can talk smack. Yeah. The Crimson Helm. I'm very afraid, so afraid that I'm gonna go back and say it, actually. Chat, do you listen to any, like, podcasts in particular? Do you, like, enjoy listening to stuff? I mean, obviously you're here listening to me stream and everything, but do you listen to streams, the podcast? I don't know what that was. I've been listening to, like, audiobooks on Audible. Again, not a sponsored bit because I'm about to shit talk Audible a little bit. Because their app on my phone just randomly pauses stuff like every 15 to 20 minutes. And like, it's weird, but I don't know. I've been listening to Anthony Bourdain's like memoir from 2000s. It's like I don't remember what it's called, like Kitchen Unknown or some bullshit. The one where he's like talking about the restaurant industry when he was like not huge, you know. Alright, so now I have to pay attention because we're in puzzle solving mode. Oh, Crimson Helm, my Gale Shrine lover. Dungeon 2, Dodongo's Caverns. Oh, Demon Gate. Let's go fight in the Demon Gate. Oh, no, it's a pot. It's a pot snake. Oh, it's a... What the fuck is that? I don't know what this is. And I wish I had a better angle. Alright, you.
I am back. I
Welcome back.
also ended up using the bathroom, so sorry I was gone for a hot sec.
Welcome back. You get your banana?
I did get my banana. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell
And you got to talk smack about me.
I did. I did, in
Good.
fact, talk
Good,
smack.
good.
I'm trying to figure out if this is like a new monster, like if there's a new way to fight it, or you just have to like attack, and then it falls over and then you slice him and that's kind of it, you know? Because it's a pot dude. You know, a pot head almost.
Good one.
Do you think your parents have ever like done the weed?
You know, it's weird because I have quote-unquote old parents, so they were in high school in the 70s. Like, high school and college for them was like 70s, 80s. So theoretically, it's like, oh, well, they probably did try weed, but I genuinely don't think my mom did.
Yeah, your
Like,
mom
she's
is like
very
a saint.
much like a, yeah,
Your mom
I
is-
really don't think she did.
Your mom is like so, I don't want to say naive because that's not the right word, but innocent's
Right.
not quite it either, but very like
Yeah,
very good.
it's hard to find a good word for it, but yeah, very good, yeah. My dad, he claims he hasn't ever tried it. That's what I heard from my siblings, but out of my parents, I think it's more likely that my dad would have tried it. But I don't know.
Hard to say, really. I know my dad and my mom have both tried it, but my mom does not. My mom just doesn't get high, I guess, so.
Oh.
I don't know what the deal is, but it's whatever. It is what it is. I realize I've opened up a Pandora's box that I'm not gonna, like, want to talk about it on stream too much.
That's okay. No worries.
But yeah, I do think it's very amusing, like, it's interesting to think about your parents in the context of them being, like, in their mid-20s and, like, where they were and what they were doing, and, like, what your parents
yeah.
did in college. Because, like, I know my dad has done
No.
drugs at one point in his life. Like, he tried it, no doubt. Like, that's just,
Yeah.
I know that for fact. You can't even see this mark on the floor.
Yeah. As like a little kid, I used to not like hearing about my parents when they were a lot younger because I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't want to hear about you like before I was alive. I don't know. I don't know why. It just made me feel like, oh. But as I've grown up, I've come to appreciate like the fact that my parents were once young like me.
Young like you. They were once young and...
It is also funny that that they were both teenagers in like teens in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in this like late 70s, and that 70s show takes place right near Milwaukee in the 70s.
Yeah. They were like that age.
Like they were like that exact
They were
age
those
that-
kids.
Yeah, like that. It's weird.
That is very strange to me. I have thought about that before. That 70s show, what with their, they got the statue in Milwaukee?
Bronze Fonz.
Yeah, that's the one. The Fonz.
The Fonz. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I know that in Minneapolis there's a statue of Mary Tyler Moore, because, like, you know, Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
Mary Tyler Moore show is set in Minneapolis, and, like, she's from that area, and we love anyone from Minnesota who, you know, does Minnesota proud! Sorry. I got very scared.
You okay?
I'm an empathetic faller. When something is falling in real, and like I am experiencing the fall, I feel it in my bones, dude.
I respect that.
I'm an empathetic faller. Like, and it's bad in this game. It's really bad in this game.
Yeah, I like Minnesota too. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you do. I loved how in this this previous episode of Survivor, 44, they just had a moment where they were like bagging on Carolyn for saying bag, which, like, my brother says bag and milk and all that jazz and good shit like that. Like, that is a normal occurrence for me. I understand it. I say bag these days, but I used to say bag. I got a bag.
I was gonna ask about that because I'm like, you say bag normally now.
There was at one point I definitely said bag, or like, I got a bag of this stuff. Like, it was more, my brother definitely says that more. I have more of a neutral, I don't have that much of a Minnesota accent. I can bring it out, for sure, but like, I am not the person who has a lot of a big Minnesotan accent. It's very subtle.
Yeah.
My accent, I do have an accent, like, don't get me wrong. I definitely have an accent. Everyone has an accent. But I don't have, like, a very strong accent one way or another. I've been described as sounding very American.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, I mean, I am. Wouldn't you know? The wind. That's one big windmill. The Crimson Helm. Let's, draw a sun. Alright, you want me to do... Since when have I had that? I don't think I've ever had that. You've got to blow the evil wind out of here. Oh, give me a break.
Oh, give me a break.
We did it! We stopped the red dark wind. I'm so good at this game.
So good.
So good! I can feel the thing vibrating, by the way. Oh yeah, I thought of a bit one time where, like, you get the telepath. We get so transhumanist that, like, we have cell phones in our heads, and the only way to turn them off is to, like, hit our, or, like, touch our temple. You know, like, talking. Off. You know, like, on, off. And someone just gets so fed up with, like, a call that they just hit their temple so hard.
Oh my god.
And then they just, like, die. It's like, ah, I hate this!
That's a wild bit, but I love it.
It's kind of, like, epic in that regard. New constellation! Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a horse. A horse.
Cool. That's pretty neat.
It is a horse. Yamato Gami.
Oh.
I don't know. Ami's way faster than the horse.
Whoa.
I love Ami's interactions with all these gods. Kazegami.
They are really cute.
Ami is so fun. Like, for a silent protagonist, and a wolf, no less, she is very expressive. And I like that.
Yeah.
We need more goofy female characters as protagonists.
We do. I agree.
Like, I'm not even talking side characters or, like, in the main ensemble. I'm talking leading roles.
Leading roles. Pro tag.
Indie devs, if you're watching this, make your leads goofy, silly female characters.
We like it.
Make it happen. I want to play as more goofy, silly female characters who, like, go... You know? That would be fun. I'm not so fragile in my masculinity that I can't play as a female character. Imagine being so fragile that you can't play as any character other than the man. Let's burn this place upside down until we get more. Alright, here we go.
Winnie, don't press on the keyboard.
Oh, this is definitely a secret right here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Man. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, am I right?
You're so right.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at this angle. So that notification I just got was a smog off thread. That was, someone posted a thing, spoilers for Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, but they basically said Cyrus was right. And, like, I literally said, oh, fuck you, go outside, touch grass, and experience joie de vivre. I love that phrase, joie de vivre. Like, just joie de vivre.
Joie de vivre.
Like, oh, fuck you, go outside and experience the indomitable will of life. Real talk.
Real talk.
If nothing matters, then do whatever you want. It's like, nothing matters, that's cool, watch this. Bro, if nothing matters...
Epic flip.
Yeah. That's cool, watch this. It's like, bro, you're gonna tell me that, like, bro, why stream if you're not doing it to get famous? It's like, cause I like it. Now watch me do it, fucker. Fucker. Damn it, now I'm humming the Super Smash Bros. Brawl theme. Dude, Brawl is a fucking nostalgic game for me. Imagine being me, walking to my friend's house down the road in the year 2008, and we go into his basement, and we play Stage Builder, and Stray Bead. We're making a stage builder, and I'm trying to be cool as hell with my Super Smash Bros. Brawl stage. And I'm like, yeah, this will be a good map. And then, sorry. And then, like, I'm going at it right. I'm putting the spinning wheels both directions. I'm making my ramps for Wario's motorbike. Like, it's peak, and it's summertime, right? And it's way too fucking hot to go outside and play. But we did anyway, and then we go in the basement where it's like 60 degrees and cool, and we're playing Smash Bros. Brawl. That's some good shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's some real, honest-to-God, good shit right there.
Hell yeah, it is.
Don't give me that shit of, oh, well, why play Brawl if Smash Ultimate's better? Because it's fun to me still. It's nostalgic.
That is definitely a valid reason to play.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm good at all. I'm not. That's what I did. Toward the windmill. Oh. There we go. Woo! This is a fun puzzle. I like it. It's a good idea to base a dungeon around.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, to all the nihilists out there, I say, go Go fucking smell the spring breeze. My seasonal depression
Honestly,
is gone.
yeah. Yeah.
To all the
The spring
nihilists out there,
breeze?
I tell you, get off your computer. To all the nihilists out there, I say, you better be the fun kind.
To all the nihilists I've loved before. The new Netflix movie, based on the best-selling series.
Who is it starring?
Who would, to all the nihilists I've loved before, be starring?
Probably Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
Yeah,
Like, that's
in a
not
good
a bad
way.
thing. Jenna Ortega's cool.
Yeah, she is. I still need to
No, it'd
watch.
probably be like Yoktil Gomez.
Oh.
She was America in the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
She's like
I could see that, yeah.
She's like a little younger than us, I think. That's a little strange, movie stars being younger than us. I'm not used to that. I'm not quite
Yeah.
accepting that yet.
Yeah. It is weird.
Like, Jenna Ortega is younger than us. Gil Gomez is. Shawn Mendes is younger than me. That's weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Like, I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know about
Like,
that
I was very excited when, like, oh, this celebrity, like, not, is it Haley Steinfeld? Yeah, Haley Steinfeld's like the same age as me, or more or less. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, someone my age is now in it. And then now it's like, now there's people younger than me, and I'm like, oh no,
Like, uh-oh.
that's not ideal. Wait, I didn't mean it.
Honestly, though, it does kind of make me realize, well, one, it makes me realize that, oh yeah, when I was, like, watching shows
I see.
about teenagers and high schoolers, it was actually being played by
30-year-olds.
25-year-olds and 30-year-olds.
Dude,
Yeah.
watch Glee. Just watch like an
oh
episode
my god,
of
these
Glee
are
today.
not high schoolers.
Glee is put on by 30-year-olds. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot tell me that fucking Corey Monteith was 18.
Yeah.
The actor who plays Sam in those newer seasons, like, he's absolutely 30 or like late 20s.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh fuck.
And like some of these shows like Gossip Girl and stuff where like every character was like beautiful and had perfect skin. Like yeah, we those were not actual teenagers.
Yeah, how is Tom Holland such a good high schooler though? Honestly,
I will say, yeah, he is really good at that. I don't know if it's something about his appearance that just like has a youthful energy. I don't know.
Absolutely. It's because he hasn't done Draukayo. You know that.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
He hasn't done drugs. He's probably done lots of drugs before. Drugs.
Probably.
I love how British people say drugs. They say drugs.
Drugs.
Have you done drugs? You going to do drugs? What's your favorite drug? My favorite drug is marijuana.
Really? Mine's acetaminophen.
You like acetaminophen? Don't you know that gives you bone cancer?
Wait, does it?
Funny Brits. Funny British, like, pompous Brits.
Pompous Brits.
I'm a pompous Brit, I am. I'm the pissed
I
off
am.
irrational gamer, and this game sucks.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna need a bigger bottle.
Oh, but the other thing I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it's just that it's also like when I was a teenager, like watching shows about teenagers, or I don't know, like reading books about teenagers, in my mind, I was like, yeah, these are like grown ups. Like teens are adults. We're serious. Everything's really serious.
Prom is the most important thing.
Right. Like my first boyfriend is who I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life. And yeah, prom and like I don't know, I just being 25 years old now. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're old, you're ancient, you're like
I'm
decrepit.
so
You're gonna
old,
be in
like-
a wheelchair in 3 years, you're gonna be in a home in 5.
I'm counting on it, baby. Just make sure it's a home I can bring my cat to.
God, I hope so.
No, but more just that like now.
Am I already at the boss?
Oh,
That was a
oh,
short dungeon.
Wow. I guess it is kind of just like use the wind. It's pretty quick.
That was quick. I'm gonna that can't be everything.
I don't know.
Ah, yes, let's walk right through the middle of the room. Winnie's in the desk drawer?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
She left now, but she was for a while. She was in my little. I guess it's not quite a desk drawer. Well, it's like a rolling cart
Yeah.
with.
Oh, there it
desk
is, the
drawers.
Crimson Helm.
Oh boy. Oh.
Okay, I guess we're just fighting the Crimson Helm
Oh,
now.
that looks cool.
Hey, it must be the Crimson Helm. He really does look like one mean dude. Better psych yourself up.
Furball.
The Satobi Power Orbs.
But yeah, I was just gonna say also now, again, as a 25-year-old, I've been like rewatching, you know, the teen dramas and stuff that I watched as a fellow teen, and I just realized that like, wait, you're telling me a 15-year-old was doing what? You're telling me a bunch of 16-year-olds like were solving a murder or like dealing with crazy stuff? Like it's just it's wild now that I look at it as from the
that's how we
view
do it.
of an adult with a fully formed brain.
Yeah. Like, teenagers, to quote My Chemical Romance, teenagers scare the living
Ooh.
shit out of me, dude.
Yeah.
They could care
Not
less.
that if you are a teen that your
Look, if you're a teenager,
feelings aren't valid or anything like that. And I mean, I still really enjoy like content that I consumed then. It's just now I look back on things sometimes and I'm like, oh my god, I was only 15, or oh my god, they were only supposed to be 16-year-olds, and what? This is crazy.
I think what fucks me up a lot too is like the people I used to watch as well were like also teenagers at the time, and I have that nostalgia for
Yeah.
them. Like, you know, you remember fucking Versus, like Attacking Toucans and Josh Jepson? Like, I watched a lot of that as a kid, and like, I remember they made a video, it's like, happy birthday, Josh, you turned 18. And I'm like, oh my god, he's 18, I'm 12.
Right,
You know,
right,
and
like
now
at the
it's like,
time, it's like, whoa.
and then I realized, like, Tyler Cedarwall's talking about fucking making jokes about Vagisil at, like, 19 years old, and I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
Get your Vagisil. Something like that. Like, oh, come on, come on! Fucking hell! It was so close.
You were.
You want to start with just absolutely not. Damn, Crimson Helm, kinda easy. Like, that was not that hard.
Yeah. Unless this is phase 2.
Maybe. Oh no.
Ah. This is phase 2.
Is he chickening out?
He's not even a chicken.
Oh, it's Susano time.
Oh.
I'll handle this one. Charge!
He's gonna get sliced and diced. Time for some brushwork, Ami. Very good. Roar! I love that he goes roar. XD.
XD, yeah.
Were you a holds up sport kind of girl?
Not exactly.
Were you Katie to Penguin of Doom?
No, I wasn't. I was
Were you a boxy girl?
Lala girls, and then like some combination of numbers. I don't remember. I was. Well, actually, no. That was in middle school, so that was not quite.
A wind. I missed that.
I definitely did think that I was quirky though, and my friends and I definitely had like, you know, like the mustache glasses.
Yes. Did
Yeah,
you like draw a mustache
which
on your
I-
finger in 2011?
Yes. I probably have a photo somewhere of like me and my bestie with hand-drawn mustaches on our fingers.
Imagine getting a finger tattoo of a mustache in 2011.
Oh my God.
That went out of
was
style
different time.
so fast, and it did not age well. It's like that and
No.
fucking LMFAO.
Oh yeah.
It's the gods, they toy with me. You never stop mocking me. You hear me up there? Are you happy now? Oh, why must I bear this burden of being Nagi's descendant? All I wish is to live in peace. Do you enjoy dogging my every step?
You okay, Pops?
Blast you, gods! I don't want your power. This whole world can fall to ruin as far as I'm concerned.
Dude, just like go experience the joie de vivre.
Yeah, literally. Like, come on. Uh-oh.
Ha, dogging. Yeah. You're driving me crazy.
Stop it! I don't want to hear about that now. Go away, leave me alone.
Hey, Orochi, how's it going? I'm coming for you next, buddy.
Coming for you. Watch out.
You better be ready. Oh yeah, new weapon.
Yay!
You obtained Divine Instrument Life Beads. Rosary that draws upon pure life energy to destroy evil.
Huh?
Oh, you son of a fuck up.
This guy again.
Oh, brother. It's that half-baked prophet again. Hey, that's... Want this? It's the serpent crystal, and it's mine at last. You got a lot of nerve muscling in on our goods like that. We found it first.
Yeah.
It won't do you any good. I mean, I'm the only one who can dispel the barrier with it. You know, the barrier at the Moon Cave, Orochi's stronghold. And that's probably him. Keep your scales on, I'm coming.
Here he goes.
Oh, I almost forgot. Time for another prophecy. I foresee a rendezvous with a sweet little thing. Anyway, I must be off. Au revoir, baby.
Au revoir.
Now you wait a second. Spell the barrier at the moon cave. What the heck's he up to? There's no time for your victory howl, furball. We gotta get out of here and get on with our mission, quick! Ami, you deserve a victory howl.
Okami reskin, but Ami, Scooby-Doo, and Ethan is Shaggy.
Yeah. Alright, we beat the Gale Shrine, I guess. That was very fast.
GG. GG easy.
Like, especially compared to the Suta Ruins.
Yeah.
I might go back in there and just see if there's anything else in there that I may have missed.
Not a bad call.
I think part of the dungeon design was almost like getting the dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get you.
Farewell, I shall pray for you.
Goldfish, would you mind if I turn the heat on for a bit in our
I'm
apartment?
really hot, but
Oh,
I'm also wearing a
no.
hoodie. You can turn it on though.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll put it on a cycle or turn it off after a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I'm just getting chilly.
Are you wearing socks?
I am not. So that would probably be why. Maybe I'll go put socks on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
be
you
right back.
can, I'll be here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. We got 30 praise for doing that. Let's go back into the cave though, because I feel like I may have missed something. The Gale Shrine. The Shrine of Gales. We have a big guest coming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm a little busy boy. Because Katie Huff's coming and hanging out with us, and it's a big old deal. I guess this was the only thing. Okay. I'm okay with that. So I am in charge of presenting, and then I have to be social and go to a hotel for hors d'oeuvres and whatnot. And when I'm not going to do that, I'm going to be working on research. And my research right now is pretty neat, pretty fun. Basically what I'm working on right now is I'm trying to see if there's correlation between the size of the electron cloud and the energy of the photon that's generating it, basically. And when I say size, I'm specifically referring to, like, the length. Like, and maybe the shape of it, too. Because we're really interested in being able to recreate electron clouds in CZT. And in order to do so, because in radiography we know the direction of the source, we also then can sort of have a good idea of where likely things end. And we know where it ends because it's sort of like the last one in that's created in a long line. So I'm doing that right now, basically. Let's go to that Miki village. If I could get Saki a little tipsy. Isun, you fucking pervert. You dirty little boy. But yeah. It's good research. There's a deadline for submission for the IEEE conference that's coming up like in early May. And I don't quite know what I'm going to submit to that is like the one thing that I'm like a little wary of. Like, I'm not quite sure what to do in like that I can put together in the time between now and May 1st. I'm sure I'll figure out something. But a lot of it is like writing about what results you will obtain, which to me feels always a little backwards. Like, how can you write about research that you will do or like you plan to obtain when like you don't have it yet? Like, what if it just doesn't look the way you expect it to? Or like, what if it just doesn't work the way you want it to, you know? So, that's something I have on my plate. Ooh, I don't think I've messed around here yet. But other than that, you know, Easter's coming up this weekend, Passover's tonight. You know, or maybe it was like, I don't know if it was tonight or if it was last, but like there's that. And then I have a conference, and it's just all very busy. It's all very, like, whatever. And the worst part about it is I also have Bug Fables I gotta play. We all know how that game goes. But, like, you know, generally it's... I don't mind being busy. I like having time where I can be idle, though. You know, like, I do really enjoy the period of time where like nothing is scheduled, and I have no one to blame but myself for this, because I could easily just say, oh yeah, I'm not doing anything because I don't want to do anything and whatever, but like I would never be satisfied with that, you know? Oh, another one of these.
One of these.
One of these. There are weak points of mine. I will. That's right. Alright. Alright, I got him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. Here we go. Oh, no!
Oh.
Show me your weak points. Okay. Fuck. I'll get it.
You're gonna get it.
Show me again. I know Isoon, I'm just bad at it. Okay. Fuck, really? Come on. I'm close to cheesing it. Here we go. All right. I'm cheesing it. I don't give a hoot. All right. It's like right okay, and the other one's in the corner. Come on. Corner of the eye. Like, it's so clear it's on, like, a 16-dot array kind of thing.
Mm.
But, like,
It's
on.
still tricky, though.
Yeah. Come on. Fuck. I dang hit the mic. Come on, man.
Uh-oh.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Here we go.
Come on, man. Sorry. My mouth was full.
You're good. What you got?
Ended up making myself a little English muffin with some peanut butter on it.
Hell yeah.
'Cause it's warm. So I figured it would warm me up a bit. It's tasty. It's got some protein. It's got some fat. It's got some carbs.
Hell yeah. One, two, three. I don't get it. Like, what am I not doing right? And now I finally get
I
hit.
guess it has to be pretty precise.
That's
I don't
what I
know.
thought, but there we go.
Nice.
There we go. That took way longer than it should have.
But you got it eventually.
I
That's
did get
good.
it eventually. I got a treasure for it. I got a treasure.
A treasure. A Frasier treasure.
A Frasier
No.
treasure.
If only.
Did you watch much Frasier?
Weirdly enough, yes. I think probably because it was a show that was like regularly playing on the non-cable channels, which were the only ones we had.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my parents liked Frasier, so it just like, oh no, oh no.
Oh dear. This makes it a lot worse than I thought. Okay, just hold straight. There's a land up there called the Celestial Plain. This guy looks like he's wearing a tracksuit, kind of, and sunglasses.
Yeah, he does.
A bit far-fetched if you ask me. Alright, how do I get down? How do I strategically get down from here? Like so! Like so... Sejima... Man, oh 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 man. Alright, so now we're heading back to Kamiki Village. After bringing peace to the land once again. Which is always good. Come on, Ami. Don't get stuck on the thing. Chat. If you could be a number, what number would you be? Any number. The number 1. The number 2. Even the number 3.
Whoa, really?
What number would you be? You can be any number. I'm talking for real. Any number. What would it be?
Real?
Yeah.
Any number.
It doesn't even have to be a real number. It could be a complex number. You could be I. You could be I plus 1. You could be
Wow.
I plus 2.
Whoa.
You could be 2I. You could be a
Whoa.
negative number. You could be minus 1. You could be negative 4. You could be negative square root of 2.
possibilities.
Or
The possibilities are, dare I say, infinite.
some more infinite than others, though.
Ooh.
The idea of countable infinities is such a strange concept. Because, like, some infinities are bigger than others. Doesn't that just fuck with you?
That's weird.
Like,
What?
think
How does
about-
that
okay,
work?
Think about how many numbers are between 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's an infinite number, right?
Yeah.
Are there more numbers between 1 and 2 than there are between 1 and 1.5?
Oh. Whoa. That's weird. That's a tough question.
And like,
So is that where they get that concept from? I mean, I guess that does kind of make sense.
because if you think about it, like, there are so many numbers. There's an infinite amount of numbers, but also there's more infinite numbers in like different spaces. And like, we think about, you know, infinity, countable sets versus uncountable sets. And like, the idea of, is this set of numbers countable or not? And countable just means that like you won't keep counting forever.
Right.
So like, some spaces, like a discrete set of numbers is countable, because like the span from 1 to 10, if we're only counting discrete numbers, whole numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's countable. Right? But uncountable is where it gets weird. Or like countable infinities versus uncountable infinities. It's like just fucking...
Oh, weird.
It's far beyond my pay grade as an engineer. A mathematician might know this shit, but me, no. I don't know anything. I don't know jack shit about countable infinities.
So don't ask me.
You want to know? Don't ask me, ask a mathematician. I should really use an exorcism slip. Or use these steel fist sakes. I should really use these in fights. Like, especially against bosses. I should really use these.
That is probably a good idea.
Like, I have so much money. I literally just did all of this, and I'm gonna sell just a bunch of treasures. Like,
Oh, heck yeah. Is there anything else you can use treasures for, or not really?
as far as I know, no.
Okay. Sorry, I get way too paranoid about my items in video games.
Right, like-
where I'm like scared to sell anything because I'm like, but what if this is actually like a secretly super important rare
Right.
item?
I was told to not sell my fish.
Okay.
Because apparently you
Okay.
can sell the fish for more later.
Ah.
I guess? I don't know. All I know is that I've been told I should not sell the fish.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So that's okay with me. I won't do that.
Yeah. Noted.
Duly noted, duly noted. And this is where that spring is. Hang on, I want to go in there, because I don't remember what's back in this cave, you know?
Yeah.
I don't remember what's back here. Oh, a thing to purify, of course.
Purify time, baby.
Yeah, it's purify time. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very epic.
Very neat.
Very sweet. Man, this game is so neat. Like, it makes me wish I could appreciate the cultural references even just a little bit more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I could definitely look into the mythology that inspired this game, obviously.
Yeah.
And I will in time, obviously. But, like,
Yeah, I am actually genuinely very curious about it. Like, I do want to know more. I feel you.
it's a great, great, cool thing.
Gosh, and I really like this art style and way that they animate the game and animate Ami is just like super cool and super charming in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. Ami is so fun. Oh, hello. Wait, I got a drawer. I got a drawer, a little
A
swipe.
drawer.
I got a stray bead. Okay, so it's just a stray bead. The useless stray beads.
Just a stray bead.
Just a stray bead. Who are you to judge? Just a simple bead. Ah, man.
I'm just a bead on a fake immunity idol.
That was so funny. There was
It's
a
really
little
funny.
bit on the season of Survivor 44, where one of the castaways made a fake idol to try to convince people that he had a real immunity idol, which grants you immunity from the vote to be eliminated. And, like, the two people he was trying to convince just immediately call him out, like, that looks like it was made at Tree Mail, that's fake. And he was like, no, it's real, and it starts falling apart in one of the people's hands. He's just like, give me that. Like, he takes it back and it, like, breaks.
He just like angrily snatches it back.
It's so funny.
And the guy is like, these are literally the beats from Tree Mail. Like,
I don't know.
We're not
I don't know
dumb.
what you want me to say. These are fake. He's not real. He's not real.
that was so
I just
funny.
want the satisfaction. I want the satisfaction. Gosh. The Tika 3 are just so good.
fun. So good. They all rock.
They are bangers. They are winners in life.
Yes. Completely agree.
Though, that said, they need to get new fucking puzzles on Survivor. I'm fucking tired of shit. Like,
Oh my God, yeah.
I did this tree puzzle. Like, I literally went on Etsy today. I went on Etsy today because I was like, maybe I'll buy a tree puzzle of my own. It's $25 on Etsy. Like,
Ooh,
straight up,
yikes.
you could just buy one of those, do the puzzle that they do on the show, go on Survivor, and win. Like, that's literally what happened.
Yeah. That is ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that.
You can't be doing that, Survivor. Like,
No.
I know
Like-
you celebrate people being like such big fans that you do the whole challenges
Right.
at home and everything.
But,
I've done that
like-
too. I've literally done like balance challenges at fucking campground. We had posts coming out of the ground that people would use for like parking cars or whatever, and I, the Survivor fan I was at age 8, made all the kids stand on those posts for as long as they could to see who would be the last one standing. And I would tempt them off with the idea of s'mores, and the last one standing would get like $5 or something. And that was like my way of hazing the 6-year-olds.
As you should.
So
As
like,
you should.
if you're gonna reuse challenges, do those. Don't reuse puzzles. I swear to fucking God, it is not
Yeah.
an entertaining experience as a viewer. It is not a fair experience as a player. And I understand that the game is not fair. It's TV first and foremost. So if it's
Right.
TV, you gotta make it interesting TV, because when the players know the puzzles, it doesn't make for interesting TV either. It makes
Yeah.
for boring TV, in fact. It's so anticlimactic that, like, why even have it a puzzle in the first place? So
Yeah.
fuck this. Make new puzzles, Survivor. I'm fucking tired of this shit.
Tell them. Yes.
Is that so much to ask? Like, is it so much to ask to just not be a lazy little piece of shit and make a new set of puzzles? That's all I'm asking, right? You like do the same pulley shit. Do the ones where you back up and you have to pull the ball up, but do a new design or something. Don't use the same fucking snake design or the Swiss cheese design pattern. Everyone can fucking do it.
Yeah. 100%. It's really
It's
annoying.
so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, this is not manufactured anger. This is genuine frustration that, like, I don't find it interesting to watch. I think it's unfair to play. Like, I completely understand that this is a TV show. It's not supposed to be fair. Producers can fuck around all they want. Like, yeah, of course they can. That's the whole point. Like, they want to make an interesting TV experience. And that's why Edge of Extinction was, like, attempted. And, like, whatever. Okay, so here's my other fucking hot take, right? I think that the Jeff Probst fucking TV show, the Jeff Probst podcast, On Fire with Jeff Probst, is, like, it's not very good. I'm gonna be real with you, Jeff. You have 2 yes people on your show to try and justify all of your shit that you, like, say. No one's gonna call you out for a bad idea. The Why Jeff Sucks segment is like a poor excuse at like trying to listen to people criticizing valid criticism. It's just bad. Like I listened to 4 of them. I listened to 4 of those episodes, and I was just like, no one is telling Jeff that these are bad takes. They're bad takes, and like, I just don't get it. Like, I understand Brittany is an executive producer, and you got your other person whose name I can't remember, who is an executive producer on another CBS show. That's fine. And like, but it's literally goes against everything else that the fans want to see. And I understand that fans are not the people who like should be making decisions. Fans do not do good things a lot of the time. But then how can you justify saying, like, we want to take twist ideas from the fans? Like, I just don't get it. You're gonna listen to fans, but only when it aligns with your viewpoint. That's not how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
On Fire with Jeff Probst. It's interesting if you don't care that much about, if you just want to know the behind the scenes, but like the moment you start listening to Jeff like justify a lot of the very poor decisions that were made, like, yeah, I appreciate you trying new things. I appreciate you like wanting to take risks with your show, but you cannot tell me that you thought that The Edge of Extinction was a good idea. That the fucking that
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, here's what they do. Here's what they do. They think of moments on TV, like TV moments, and they're like, ooh, this would be a good TV moment. How do we reverse engineer it so that this happens? So it's like the idol nullifier. Like, what if the idol didn't work when they played it? How are we gonna do that? I know, the idol nullifier. It's perfect.
I hate that.
And
I hate that.
It's like, oh, how do we make sure a surprise idol play? Like, let's just give them more idol. Like, it's so dumb. It's frustrating. Like,
It really is.
I've accepted the fact that Survivor will not be a surviving show. I have accepted the fact that it is, quote, a social experiment. But you can't call it a social experiment if the people aren't navigating around the personalities of each other, that they're navigating around advantages and twists that people have. Like,
Yeah.
that's not how that works. The way that that should work is that people should... The best episodes of Survivor are the ones where it's the people who don't agree with each other. Like, okay, I'm gonna spoil 44 stuff now. The Jam Jam and Josh rivalry fucking ruled, not because of Josh's like, oh, I have an idol, but because they were like interesting people who got along with each other, but from similar backgrounds, but were fundamentally in different places in the game. Not because of advantages, but because of them as people. Like, Carolyn is a great character, a great person, because she's who she is, not because of the fucking twists. Oh my god! Sorry, that's me redlining. Anyway, the best part about 43 is when, spoilers for 43, Jesse blindsides Cody because there's no twists. It's an entirely interpersonal thing. That is what is really interesting and a really good vote out, because it's real. It's not manufactured, it's real. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. No, like, I completely agree. I think that, and it's also like, if the problem is that, oh man, there's too many, like, people have too many idols, what do? The solution is not throw more idols into the game, or like, oh, we have a lot of twists, what do? Add more twists. Like, that doesn't solve the problem. The problem is that when you have so many twists or so many different like idols and like different items you can use to get farther in the game, you have to spend so much time, so much of your screen time explaining those, or like catching people up to speed with like, okay, this person has this and now this person has that and this person got that, but then they gave it to another person, that we don't actually get to see the interpersonal stuff, which is what makes the show interesting.
And that can explain why certain alliances get formed, too.
Yes.
Not just
yes.
because, oh, they had idol and we talked off and you're cool, you're this, that, the other thing. Also, Susanoo drank the fucking ritual sake, the 8 purification sake. He's wasted, by the way.
Oh, he wasted.
He's wasted. Susanoo was acting like a madman when he returned to the village. Drink all the sacred sake and then hold up in his house.
Well, that's
Susanoo,
no
you
good.
fucking dipshit.
Susanoo, you kind of suck, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
I go back and forth on Susanoo. He's like lovable dipshit and like pain in the ass dipshit.
That's fair. You know what? That is fair. He does have his redeeming moments, for sure.
Oh, but okay, now he's redeemable because he's taking
Oh,
account for
he's
his
taking
actions and guilt.
accountability. It's all his fault.
Oh, but he's actually drunk though. Okay. The sliding scale of Susanoo acceptance is like
Like, how bad do I feel for this guy?
Do you realize what a fixer now that is sacred sake? You know what? This is actually a very understandable, like, the pressure got to him kind of vibe.
Yeah. I do kind of feel for the guy. I do.
Yeah. This is interesting, actually. Like, I'll stop ranting now so that we, actually get some stuff, you know? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That sounded fine. That sounded just fine. Yeah. Totally normal.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What-oh. Nope. Oh no. Oh nor.
Oh.
Oh no, not Kushi.
No.
Susanoo, you better do it.
You better
He's gonna
do
do it. I mean, he will do it.
He has to do it.
He's
yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
do it. The great Nagi intoxicated Orochi and defeated him. My sake is my life. Surely it can intoxicate even Orochi. Alright.
Oh man,
Oh boy.
things are getting serious.
Shit's real. Shit's real. Shit's so fucking real. Alright, well. We go back outside, I suppose. That's a dangerous game we play. Okay, so I am probably gonna wrap it up here only because I have a fucking huge busy day tomorrow and I need to get a good night's rest. So we're gonna
Yes.
wrap her up here.
Wrap her up.
We're gonna wrap her up here. We're gonna see what we can get next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
figure out who to send you all to. If
Yeah.
any. Send you all to Hood, who's playing Sword and Shield.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Oh shit, not Hoodie. Nope, not Hoodie. I need to raid Hoodie Inu.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Susanoo. Get out here. Is gonna be the raid message.
Ooh, I like that.
Susanoo, get out here!
Susanoo, get out here.
And next Monday, we will have more Bug Fables. Next Thursday, there will be no stream because I will be in Knoxville hanging out with 6-foot-tall Jillian.
Yeah.
And then when we come back the week after, Bug Fables and this again. So there will be a period of a 1-week hiatus, and then we'll be back, and all will be well. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate you all. You're all so epic. Bye.
Bye.